Figured out how to put a little thumbnail or a little watermark in the upper corner.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's got my logo there now.
Sweet.
Hey everybody, we're back over here on Upper Mississippi River Valley. I'm joined with Rockhound again. Hey Camaro Joe, welcome back. We're just down here at the shop. We're going to make one final load of fertilizer, just so that our semi is completely full. Let's go ahead and back this thing up out of the way.
All right.
Can't put it there. It's going to be in the way of the water.
Sinking up here in a minute.
Yep. Got a little bit of a late start. Usually I like to have everybody already in the map before we start to stream, but my youngest got sick last night.
No.
You know, that's never fun.
Nope.
So he was up half the night doing, you know, what sick does.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, his sleeping patterns are a little off, so a little hard to get him settled down so I could get in here and stream. Hey Robert, how you doing?
Hey Robert.
I think he's... Oh, there we are, synchronized. Looks like he's going to hit you up on Discord for some more questions.
Okay. Had kind of a busy day today, so there we go. I am in. How you doing, Robert?
All right.
Hey, Camaro Joe, how y'all doing tonight?
Once I get this trailer full, I'm going to drive it up, and then we'll just go ahead and start planting.
All right, we're gonna do the sunflower, right?
Yep.
Field 1.
Wherever we had it set up, yeah. Sure.
I think that's where we left. Yeah, that's where I left mine at. No. Why is this planted?
Start planting and then gave up because of the lag?
No, we gave up because of the lag and we just parked them over.
Other than this fertilizer mixer being a little bit too big for this 806. I really like it. I really like the 806 tractor.
Yeah, I do too. That's sharp.
I like the sound of this this silo when it fills up. It's kind of got a hum to it.
Right.
It's got a motor pumping it in.
Yeah, it's totally weird. I am driving around one, and the distant texture is totally planted, but when I get up to it, back.
The
PDA. Yeah, the PDA said it had soybean in it.
The cab is really nice. The gauges are real clear and high definition. This 806.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Little radio here on the side, I guess. Got to be an awful loud radio for you to hear it over the tractor, though.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Hey, Farmer Boy Dylan, how you doing?
Hey, Farmer Boy.
I love the clapper, the rain flap on the exhaust.
Oh yeah.
I just call it a clapper because I think it was on one of the tractors, or a couple of the tractors we had is when I was growing up. They had clappers on them, and when they'd idle, they'd run so slow that
Yeah.
the rain flap would clap. You know, against the top of the pipe.
Right. And just the idling would just make it clap.
Yeah, just sit there and click, click, click. You know, ping, 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 like that.
Yep. All right, so sunflower in field 1, correct?
Yeah. All right, and for some reason, and I don't know why, I've got to empty this fertilizer tank into the silo, and then I can fill it.
Yeah, I remember us having to do that the first time.
I don't know why I have to do that. Hey, Eli, how are you doing?
Hey, Eli.
So, we're almost ready. So I should bump the speed up. When I'm in here prepping for the stream, I'll slow the speed down so I don't waste time.
Right. And that truck looks good, fine.
Wonder who modded that.
I don't know, man. I need one. Looks like we got some clouds out this morning, huh?
Slick.
Very sharp, very sharp.
Open up our doors.
Seven and 9 of them, or 7 and 8, yeah.
Fog lights. Like green or yellow?
Yellow. I think it's button stick.
Eli says, am I going to play on the new map that came out for console? You mean the... Let me get the name right. I can't. It's Who Derf Ranch. That's the name of the map.
Who that dirt ranch?
Yeah, Hooter Ranch.
Who that Ooter?
Yeah, I don't get it. It probably translates to something that makes sense to kids.
I have to translate that.
But I probably won't. Kind of booked up with maps at the moment, and there's a map or 3 coming out that look really awesome. So I'm kind of saving myself for those. Yeah. So I probably won't play Hooter Ranch. There's a map by there's a map being done by the same guy that's doing the the Churn Valley Farms, which is the map that I'm doing the 24-day seasons, the recorded series on. He's converting a map. I think it's Midtown, Mid-Valley, Midwest, something. It's an American map and it has the word mid in it. And he's converting it over from 15, and he's posted some some screenshots over at FSUK, and it looks outstanding
Cool.
from the screenshots. So kind of saving up for that to be maybe the next map after Churn Farms. I did kind of say that we were going to do a series on Slovak Village a long time ago, and the mod author said he was going to work on it and make it seasons ready. I saw it show up in the mod hub like a week or week and a half ago, and then it disappeared. Never came out, so I only assumed that it failed whatever testing it was in for. But he was supposedly going to do all kinds of custom textures to go with seasons, like custom tree textures, bushes, grass,
Yeah.
and everything. Kind of holding out for that map too. So kind of got like a list of 7 or 8 maps that I eventually want to play.
Right.
So that doesn't leave much room for the the other maps to just show up randomly. I probably won't play the Hoodat, but I do have a video. It's coming out on Tuesday. That map. That map is by the same author of Rattlesnake Valley, Mustang Ranch, American Outback. It's got like 5 maps out there at the moment. So I don't know where I'm gonna put this. I'm just gonna leave this tanker at this crossroads.
All right. I'm doing the headland over here in field 1.
Just tabbing around and doing something. I have gotten to something. Oh, it shows up as cultivated to me. Not seeing it as cultivated?
I am now.
Okay. Well, maybe it was because you were over here so soon after it after you jumped in.
Yeah.
So we're going to do sunflowers. And I'm just going to do a headland around with you, and then we'll...
Put in a satellite.
Then we'll start, yeah, start GPSing. So have you used this seeder before?
Actually, I tried. I couldn't get it filled.
Oh.
I do have it in my private mod.
Well, we figured it out.
Yeah. Now I know how to load it. I can use it.
What I like about it is all of these little seed boxes on the back.
Yeah, they're independent.
They're independent, so they move with the terrain.
Yep. I love it.
But there are bigger row crop seeders out there, but I like this. This one's got the detail.
It does. That's why I liked it, and then I kind of got discouraged when I couldn't get the dang thing to take any seed or fertilizer.
Farmer Boy Dylan says he likes the Hooter Ranch map. Yeah, hopefully there aren't any bugs. You know, the American Outback, when it came out, I think you couldn't clean the pigs because for some reason, when the pigs got dirty, there was a big pile of corn over in the middle of some field, which was, you know, kind of odd. So there was some weirdness going on there. So hopefully this map is fairly clean as far as the errors. There's some interesting things going on with that map, as far as kind of things that I really haven't seen on other maps, which were pretty cool.
Yeah.
There is a the log sell point. You have to, the pond. You have to unload from the crane.
Oh, cool.
There is a log sell point that you can use to unload with a truck.
Right.
And then there is a single train that winds and loops around the map and doubles back on itself. When you just look at the PDA, you think, oh, there's like 4 different trains because of how the loops look.
Right.
But then when you start riding the train, you realize that there's one train and it just loops around and doubles back on itself, and it just, you know, it makes its way around the map, makes its way down the middle of the map, then it makes its way over to the west side of the map, then it loops around, comes back up the middle of the map, works its way around. So it's kind of a fun train ride. I think it took me about 10 minutes to ride the train around the map.
Wow.
Because I like to jump in the train and zoom out and just ride around it. You kind of get a nice aerial view of the map.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, it took about 10 minutes to ride the train around.
Cool. I got a GPS set in here.
Right. Hey, Northeast Rail.
Hey, Northeast. How you doing, sir?
I think the biggest gripe I had on the map was that this guy likes to do kind of that southwest look. You know, so the grass is always kind of dry and deserty and brown looking.
Right.
but the grass fields and the pastures and the meadows were all really dark green grass.
Oh, hey.
So it didn't really contrast well, in my opinion. So if the field grass was a bit more, was a little less vibrant of a green, maybe it was a little more of a greenish brown, because it really made you look like, wow, farmer has really irrigated that field, because it's so vibrant green, and then the edge of the field is just this dark brown grass. It looks like it has no life in it. But yeah, that's about it. Visually, that I could see with it. This seeder, I'm noticing, it has, most seeders that have fertilizer, you go through like 3 or 4 sets of seed before you empty the fertilizer.
Yeah.
This one, at least, the liquid fertilizer looks to be a little bit ahead of the seed.
Yeah. How close did you bring that trailer down?
The fertilizer trailer?
Yeah.
It's at the
Crossroads, right?
it's at 16. It's just north of 16, so it's not it's not that close to here.
By the cattle.
Right? Yeah. For some reason I thought field 1 was over by the cows. Farmer Boy Dylan says you can't fertilize the grass fields in the Who Dat Ranch map.
Who dat?
Northeast wants to be caught up, so let's catch you up. So we are planting sunflowers. We've already put in wheat, put in oat, put in barley and canola and potatoes and rye, spelt, triticale up here. This, we didn't plant this. This is just something that was in the map. We have worked all the fields down here to 32, with the exception of 24 and 23. We still need to work those. We put grass here in 12, this little section below it. Still need to fertilize these little fields over here by the sheep. These fields here, still need to plow these fields. Fertilized and cultivated and plowed all of these fields up here. We have no animals yet. I'm cheap, and I want to wait until the animals are cheap. And I know that cows will be their cheapest on the 10th day of summer. So that's when we're going to buy the cows. And I think we're going to buy a whole ton of cows. What did I last say? 250?
Yeah.
I think we're going to get 250 cows. Might as well go a little big. Because I don't know if you all know, but I put a spreadsheet together to basically tell you how much food you need to produce and how big of a field you need to have in order to feed animals with seasons. And it's posted over at PCSG for download. So we could plug in that we're doing 24-day seasons. We could plug in 250 cows, and we could see the exact amount of food we would need to see the exact amount of grass, hay, silage, and straw that we need to produce for a given season, and subsequently for the entire year to care for 250 cows. The only thing that the spreadsheet doesn't really factor into is reproduction. So kind of have to keep the spreadsheet up to date with the number of cows you have, and that's fairly easy. You just go in and up the number. I've tested it out with my other 24-day map, and I've tested it out by basically looking at a bunch of other folks' gameplays. All right, so yeah. I got your GPS now.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna take this row.
All right.
And it's fairly accurate. I would say it's. Let's get the steering wheel straight. So if you're in it, want to check that out, it's over at PCSG. It's good for pigs, cows, sheep. You basically plug in what I call a season day factor,
right?
Which is basically the number of 3-day feedings in your particular season. So for a 24-day season, the day factor is 8. 3-day season, the day factor is 1. And 6-day, it's obviously 2. Such forth. And that's because with the seasons mod, regardless of your season length, the amount of food you need to feed your animals is a constant throughout the entire season. So us playing 24-day seasons, we're not feeding 8 times more than if we played 3-day seasons. What we're doing is we're feeding the exact same amount. We're just spreading the amount that we need to feed, basically dividing the amount we need to feed by 8 for every 3 days.
There you go.
So technically, the longer your season, the easier it will be to feed your animals. Let's see if we bang. Oh, we bang.
And I just can't dial in that GPS.
Well, I think maybe it's a little hair narrower. I think this is 18.2. Let's check the store. It's 18 meters. It's just... It says it's 18 meters, but we just smash them. Oh.
You can widen it a little bit and reset it.
That's fine. Just smack each other.
They're leased anyway. Did you buy them?
We probably bought them. Then we'll just sell them once we get everything seated.
Aight. Really need water. Correct.
They are getting a little dirty, aren't they?
Yeah. Got a mobile truck so I can wash it.
Well, we got rain coming in 2 days.
Ah. Cool.
So that'll wash it. Ooh.
That articulating steering got you. Bump. Come on, man.
I got caught on your seed bin.
Yeah.
Nearly ripped it off. Hey, the Frijol.
Hello.
Oh. So it is a little cloudy. We could turn the lights on.
Yeah.
How's everybody's week been? How's everybody's day been? Another weekend is soon going to be upon us.
Yep.
It's starting to cool off a little bit up here. Last night I opened up the bedroom window and had a fan in it.
Cool. Yeah, that was like, I think it got a high day, like
think we were supposed to be in the mid-70s. It was nice. We haven't had rain for a couple weeks.
No. We got a little bit of rain the other day, not too much.
I was looking at the grass saying, well, it doesn't look like I'm going to mow the grass tomorrow.
Oh, Duck hates to hear that, I'm sure.
Here we go. Bang.
Bang.
I'm sorry to hear that, Northeast Rail. He said he's going to have a tough day tomorrow.
Uh-oh. You got a full day or a half day on Saturday?
Skipping one.
Yeah.
It was raining for Farmer Boy Dylan, but he's several hours ahead of us.
Yep.
Alright, well, I'll get the rest of this.
Alright.
I'll get the rest of this little area here.
Alright. We didn't even touch on that pass.
Oh, I think we tapped a little bit. Hey, Jeffrey, how are you doing?
Hey, Jeffrey.
Oh, Farmer Boy Dylan's sick.
Not good. Sorry to hear that.
Where are you? That way now?
Yeah. A little bit longer pass. Couldn't turn around too much. Missed a little corner there.
Wait for you to come back. Oh, you just free-forming it?
Yeah, free. A little bit left here.
Right. Doctor says he's got pneumonia.
No.
Pneumonia in the summertime. That's gotta be bad.
No. I feel for you. You get better soon.
Well, we're not GPS and we don't need the lines up. It's going to loop around the way you looped around.
Alright. And I should be able to turn around and finish up the last little bit.
Oh, well, thank you, Jeffrey. He's commenting us on our equipment.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, if you don't know what we're doing here, this is a 4X map. So these fields are big, and as the description says, we're basically going to farm the entire map. So in order to farm the entire map, we're going to need some big stuff.
I got this.
Right. Oh wait, we're not done.
No, we gotta go to that upper half.
We gotta go over there and... Whoa! Cedar did some fun stuff though.
Yeah, the wheels, the side wheels want to fold over, I think, when you try and fold it up. Kind of dragged it on the time. Kind of weird the way it folds up.
I don't know what this is. This is the
Oh.
V60. SB-V5. There we go. Plop that on. Oh, come on. The articulated steering and then this wide seater gets turning gets a little latent. Yeah, this map does take some resources, I think, to run. If we pull up our frame counter.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sitting at 30, 33, 35 frames. It's not bad. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's jerky or anything.
Yeah, I'm running between 60 and 100 points.
You got what's your graphics card?
I got the same one, UTX 960.
Oh, I got a 960. Maybe you just run lower graphics settings.
I think maybe I should run lower graphics settings.
No, I think you are.
Got the graphics maxed out on them.
Oh, okay. I don't know. 48, 49, 50 now. Seems the more trees that you've got in the picture, the lower, like I just rotated around.
Yeah.
I've also heard people say that when they're facing the river,
Yeah.
frames drop. But when they turn away from the river, their frames pick up.
Probably view this on it.
You're a little quiet tonight. Be able. All right. You should be louder for everybody in stream now.
Oh, good. Hopefully everybody can hear what I'm. Might not be what you can hear, but. Missed the spot there.
All right. When I get here at the bottom, I'm going to jump over to the truck and bring the liquid fertilizer over here because I see you're pretty low.
Yeah, I'm down to 58 liters. I'm gonna run down to that lower spot and tail into that real quick. Back up. Bring me some nutrients, boss.
Get it. Well, we can only hope that when this map is updated, that it's a little more optimized with maybe its textures, which will make it a little better on hardware.
True. Got a lot of work to do though. Got to fix all these textures. Not an easy task. Tedious work.
So we're going to. I thought I was doing a good thing. I parking this truck down here by the turnoff to go into the cow farm. Because I was thinking that's where field 1 was. No. Gotta go this way.
Liters. 13.
Coming.
11.
And we do have stuff just scattered around the map. It's because we really haven't declared an official home base yet.
Right.
It's 10 p.m. for us. Our boy Dylan's trying to get the time difference figured out. Alrighty. Here I come. This is the custom road train pack. This is the B trailer. Holds 60,000 liters of liquid.
Oh man, my game just crashed. Be right
Did
back.
it? Well, the good thing is all your work didn't go away.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
See if we can't fill that up for him while he's gone. And for those that didn't catch the stream the other night, this was a gift by Rockhound. He did a bang-up job putting my logo here on the truck. This is a really cool truck. Cab tips forward. Exposes the engine.
I've yet to see those lights at night, so I'd like to like.
It's a little fun being inside it when the cab flips over, but
Oh yeah, you look straight at the ground.
I filled you up.
Doors open. Thank you very much, sir. I'm reloading right now.
Does it work on the game? The map does not work on console, no. There you come.
I'm coming. Alright.
Wouldn't let me fill up, so I guess I gotta.
Oh, you got me full. Alright, cool.
Yep, I'm filling me up.
Thanks, sir.
Let's go put this over here out of the way. The tank trailer. I don't know if the custom road train pack is available for console or not. Might be. I don't know. Maybe somebody in chat knows. Alright. Off we go.
You got GPS set up?
No.
Okay.
Want me to set GPS up?
If you think we need it.
Set now.
Alright.
Yeah, that's the biggest downfall with this being available on console is the limited availability of mods for the console folks. I understand why. I get it. That console makers want you all to have a good game experience, and obviously you don't want your game crashing constantly. That can be an issue with mods, is sometimes they can introduce some instability. And if your game crashes, you're probably not going to blame the game. You're probably going to blame the console itself. So I understand why console manufacturers want to put a little bit greater restrictions on that. Farmer Boy Dylan thinks the truck you made was awesome.
Thank you.
And we're going to high five. Smack.
Oh, man.
The high five. It's cool.
High five.
Field 1. This is the field that just keeps going.
Yeah. You gonna pick up the last of that little tidbit there?
Yeah. You can go get the rest of the field 1.
Yep.
Farmer Boy Dylan's going to move over to the mod side.
Cool.
Hopefully he'll be running on PC soon.
Well, I've seen him 7 by Christmas time. Oops. I guess I'll put on this heater. Lower. Yeah.
Jeffrey says he's wondering if Seasons can get kind of slow. Seasons can get slow, you know. I would say the worst time in Seasons would be the entire winter, and probably mid and late summer. I would say mid and late summer are pretty slow too. Spring is busy, autumn is busy. Early summer is still busy because you can probably still planting stuff in early summer that you couldn't get in spring. But by the time you get to midsummer, everything's in the ground. You're either waiting on grass to finish growing. Probably most of the stuff's fertilized at that point. Now, with what we're doing, there's hopefully going to be less downtime because we're trying to play an entire 4X map by ourselves. We have 54 fields to work, and in field 31, for example, is like 30-some hectares in size, so these aren't little fields at all. That's why we got the giant equipment here. We're in day 12 of spring, and as you can see, we've only worked this much of the map. Still have these two big fields to plow. So we still have all of this stuff over here. We've got this stuff here south to still plow. The goal is to have as many fields as we can planted. Now we look at the season's planting schedule. We can't put soybeans or corn in yet. Soybeans or corn are the heart of this region of the country. So we want to mirror that, and we want to plant a whole bunch of soybean and corn. But we can't because we don't have temperature yet. But we can also plant corn all the way up until the 8th day of summer, and we can plant soybeans up till the 16th day of summer. So we still have plenty of time to plant soybeans in the ground, plenty of time to work those. But at the same point in time, we could start needing to harvest our wheat and barley and our oat, rye, and all of these crops pretty soon. So early summer could be pretty darn busy. Just have to see. And to some degree, I've said to some, once we started playing seasons, that if you find yourself with not enough stuff to do, if you find yourself with a lot of free time with your seasons play, it's possible that you're either playing one with too slow of a clock, so bump that clock up to another tick, so you have less time to get things done. 2, you're playing with too big of equipment, so you're getting done too quick. Or 3, you don't own enough fields. You know, like you talked about the Who Dat map. You only own one field at the start of that map. And it's not a very big field. So that map is not seasons prepared, but if I were to play that map and I were to play with seasons, I would probably go in and I'd probably take ownership of another 5 or 6 fields, so that we actually had stuff to work.
Right.
You like on the Churn Farm series. I was going to go this way.
Are we gonna, what are we doing over there?
What's that?
What are we putting in field 2?
Well, the only thing we can put in field 2 right now is soybean, or is sunflower.
Okay.
Or we could start plowing.
We need to get field 2.
Or we could.
Where are we putting grass at? Over by the cows?
We already put grass in that big field 12.
Oh, did we? Okay.
Yeah, that'll be enough grass.
Right. I guess I'll go ahead and start here on field 2 with, you want to go with sunflower though?
Yeah, because we need 50 degrees to be sure that our corn won't wither.
Right.
We hopefully will get to 50 degrees by day 16 of spring, but if we don't, then our crop will wither.
What's it looking like on the weather forecast?
Let me pull it up here. This map does have a snow mask. Tomorrow it's going to be 74, they say. Day 14 is rain, a high of 70. Day 15, a high of 70. Day 16, a high of 65. Day 17, we transition to late spring.
Okay.
So the deal is, if we put corn in the ground now, and we don't get to 50 degrees by day 17, the corn will wither, as far as I know. Now, if we put corn in the ground and we do get to 50 degrees, then it will just come up like normal.
Right.
But it's kind of it's that risk that you play. So, as I was saying, on the Churn Farm series, where I'm doing a single-player 24-day seasons, that map, you own like 12 fields to start. So you had a fair bit of fields to work. The fields were pretty good sized for a single, normal size map. And for the most part, I'm using equipment that's like, I think I used a 10-meter plow, but I used a 6-meter seeder, a 6-meter cultivator, and everything. I could have hauled out the bigger cultivator, and I could have whipped out.
Walking around with nothing to do.
Yeah, I could have whipped out this big 18-meter seeder and hammered out multiple fields in a game day.
Right.
But I just did 6 meters, you know, and I still ran out of things to do. I still had time in spring because my temperatures never came up to where I could plant corn in. But I also played at 15 times speed. So that means that a game day is like an hour and 10 minutes of real time.
Right.
If you do seasons at 1x speed, that'll, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Be able to farm a 4x map by yourself.
Right.
With like, you know, 6-day seasons because you just have so much time on your hands. Yep, Jeffrey says just like real life.
Gamble.
It's a gamble. Do you plant now? Do you wait? You wait. Will you have enough time to plant? That's exactly what I ran into with the 24-day over at Churn Farms. It's a UK-based map, and I used the Wales Geo, which is cool and wet. And all throughout spring, I was waiting for the ground temp to get to 50 degrees, and it never did. All throughout early summer, I was waiting for the ground temp to get to 50 degrees.
Right.
And with the, unlike this map, where you could plant soybeans after day 8 of summer,
Yeah.
with the Wales Geo, you're not allowed to plant anything after day 8 of summer.
Oh, heck.
So it came down to literally, do I think it will get 50 degrees in time for me to finish planting? Because I had 4 fields left to plant.
Right.
And I basically made the decree that if I waited and I got to 50 degrees, I might not have enough time to put crop in the ground. If I plant and it doesn't get to 50 degrees, I won't have a crop.
Right.
If I wait to plant and it gets to 50 degrees and I don't have enough time to put seed in the ground, I won't have a crop.
Right.
If I go ahead and put seed in the ground and it does get to 50 degrees, then I'll get a crop. So I basically said, you know, 2 out of 3 I don't have a crop. So I'm just going to gamble and see what happens.
Right.
And I'm not going to spoil it for people. You're going to have to watch the series to figure out what really happened.
Mm-hmm.
Did you GPS this?
I did. I'm coming back this way right now.
No, stop going down this way and I'll back up.
I'm actually coming in that you head on.
No, I'm gonna finish this little section over here then. So what maps are you all playing that are in chat?
Yeah. Yeah. What do we got out there? A lot of people playing West Coast.
It's the latest thing, right? Odd some of these.
Oh, the text.
Yeah, when I zoom in, some of the parts of the field have 3 levels of fertilizer. Some parts are showing 2.
Yeah.
And if you look at the field, some parts are dark, some parts aren't.
Weird.
I know we.
Oh yeah.
I sprayed this whole field.
Fertilized.
I sprayed this whole thing.
I'm seeing it too.
It's all right. We got enough crop. I have enough soybeans. Won't need to worry about it. All right.
Bins are gonna be overflowing.
You're close enough. I got your GPS.
All right.
Look at this field, how it dips right here.
Oh yeah. All of these fields are awesome the way they flow. Love it.
I'm gonna zoom in on these little seed boxes and watch them just drop down here.
Netterton.
Just conform to the.
Netterton.
Just conform to the field so well.
Oh yeah. Love how it folds up. Ooh, that one hurt.
I thought I had copied your course, but it was... Now I got it.
Back up.
So we got Missouri, USA. Hey Spectre, how you doing?
Hey, Spectre.
Ross Lester says when he finishes his PC build, so we're just gonna not look at the magic flashing curtain over there.
Yep.
Northeast Rail, the original map, do you mean Goldcrest Valley? Is that what you're saying? It's this weird third camera now all of a sudden. Playing Snetterton, but his laptop wasn't agreeing. So playing Ballymoon. So if you like Stevie's map, you might be able to play Plains and Simple. I used to think the map was called Plain and Simple, but it's Plains. Plains and Simple is a Stevie's map that is kind of not really watered down, but it's kind of been minimalized a little bit. That's a better word. Been minimalized a little bit to possibly work better with maybe lower end equipment.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the Sosnoska. I try to say that. That's what Northeast Rail is playing.
I'm gonna take a left at this fork right here. Go down and get that little hole back there.
Alright, well I can get it. I'm coming up from it.
I'm talking about right up here. Fork. I'm gonna put it up the hill.
Yeah, field 2 kind of wraps around too.
Yeah, it does. I should be able to handle this little piece back here. Oh, we got the lag again.
You getting lag?
Breaking out around a turn. I got.
No, we're driving the John Deere 9R, I guess. Today. Rockhound's got the Kloss.
Love this track.
Beast, and it sounds like one too.
Oh yeah.
With headphones, if you've got the game sound coming through the headphones, it just roars. An angry.
Yep. Beast.
Angry beast just ticks you off. It's like, I just want to go. I don't have to pull this thing. Just let me go.
I could tweak the XML, speed it up so I can do some.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh, it's gonna be your monster truck jumper tractor, huh?
There you go. No, I ain't gonna mess with perfection, brother. Leave it.
There are lots of different versions of the 5000 out there.
Oh yeah.
That's for sure. They're not all made equal. That's for darn sure. Yeah, this map will definitely give course play a run for its money.
I bet.
When you make a course, you really need to pay attention to kind of the starting direction, the number of headlands.
Right.
Because you could You can make a course with like one headland and the course is just way off and it wants to drive through trees. You add 2 or 3 headlands to it and it runs perfect. So that's where picking the little eyeball is important. I'm gonna go down here and get this bottom section of the field.
All right.
That off.
Well, after we drop all this sunflower here, we can do some more plowing and get a couple more fields plowed up.
Yeah, we could plow up field 24. That's going to be fun with all those little fingers.
Yeah.
Rob wants to know what we all do for a living. I am in IT, information technology, not the clown. And I work at a private college. Want to say what you do, Rockhound?
Sure. I'm an RV service technician. Work on RV motorhomes, pull behind fifth wheel trailers, ranging anywhere from dollars, all types of dollars.
And he's one of the best darn modders I know.
Oh yeah, and I do a little modding on the side.
There might be a little map that you may have heard of called, what is it called?
Serenity Valley.
Serenity Valley, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Alright. They're saying you're quiet. I'm going to bump you some more.
Well, I got my GPS set in. I got to run right around the corner real quick. I'll be right back. Hopefully I don't run into a tree. Be right back.
Alright. About to run out of seed. He probably doesn't realize he's that low on seed.
Oh, I made it.
Hey, you know you're out of seed.
Oh no.
You have 27 liters of seed.
Yeah. Alright, well I need to hop down and get the tractor. Get the truck and bring it over here.
Yeah.
Where did I leave my KW?
I think it's between fields 14 and 15.
Yeah, it's in that spot we normally leave them at, ain't it?
Because we teleported, we reset the seeders.
Yeah. There it is. It's over here by the...
Yeah, that's where we left the truck.
Yeah. Alright, I'm in it. Fixing to head that way.
You must have not filled that thing up, because I still have 1,300 liters of sunflowers.
Oh, I filled it up when we logged out last time. Oh no.
Ross is a John Deere tech.
John Deere Tech, nice.
Hopefully he's louder, guys. I turned him up some more. He's talking a little quiet tonight. Some days he's loud.
Let me make sure I'm going the right way here.
Inspector's one of those building inspectors.
Spectre's a spectre.
Building inspector no one likes to have come around and say, it's not up to code. Move this, do that.
Oh no, you know what?
This thing is a half-inch out of center. Take the whole wall down and rebuild it.
Hey, Farmer Klein, there's only one box of seed on this trailer.
What?
Yep.
What are you going to do about that?
Somebody's going to have to buy me something. I have to run down the store and pick it up. I've got I got 8 bags of fertilizer, dry fertilizer, and one box of seed.
There's plenty at the store.
I'm heading that way. Because this trailer have a hitch on it where I could hook up? Yes, it does. Find me another flatbed.
You got a flatbed. I don't know. It doesn't have
Oh, I'd have to have a dolly with another flatbed behind this one, wouldn't I?
No. I'll get you an A trailer.
Will it hook up to the hitch on this one? Yeah, I can load another.
You got a you got the B flatbed, and I want to buy you an A flatbed.
Okay.
Then you'll be able to hook up A and B together.
Cool.
And road train them.
That's what I'm talking about, boss. Put fertilizer on one and seed on another one.
Inspector says we have no idea what he really does because my building inspector comment. Probably not.
Hop into my John Deere and see what Ross said my John Deere. Black Beauty.
A little dirty.
Yeah, my John Deere is very dirty.
It's customized.
There it is.
Oh, look at that. You can see the John Deere.
It needs a bath.
It's in red striping. Or is it just...
It's all black with the red Rockhound logo on it. Yeah.
You got my tractor of choice so far for seeding. Go on here.
Alright, boss. How do I hook up a...
You have to unhook from the B trailer and you have to hook the A trailer to the truck.
Okay, and then
you
back up to the B trailer?
Yeah, because the B trailer has a fifth wheel in the back of it.
Gotcha.
Ross says he wishes he could mod because he'd have the perfect sounds for everything. Well, you know, maybe we can just borrow you and say, hey, could you get us some sound clips of this type of a tractor starting, idling, and revving, and shutting down, and then a certain modder we may know, or certain modders that we know, could possibly do something with those sounds. What's the Tribine Combine? I've seen a super awesome self-propelled baler.
We need to set it for pallets, right?
Yeah. Seen a super awesome self-propelled round baler that has big back wheels and has little spindly front wheels, and basically can spin on a dime. That thing looks
cool.
Sweet. Wish somebody would make a mod of that. It says it's an articulated combine made in Texas, Kansas. There's the river there. Rockhound's down there somewhere getting ourselves some seed.
Trying.
We'll have to switch over from the A trailer to the B trailer for the auto load.
Yeah.
Those of you in chat, have you all have you messed with the farm tablet yet? Just had an update today. A couple new farm apps came out for it.
I haven't messed with the tablet yet. I'm gonna have to look into that. That thing's pretty cool.
Well, the new apps that came out for today, there's an animal info app that basically just replicates the information that's on the escape screen.
Right.
There is a silo app that will show you what you have in the actual farm silos. The other silo app that came with the previous version of the tablet, it only worked with a special placeable silo.
Right.
That modders could embed in the map, or you could just drop in the map, you know, as
right.
placeable. But the new there's a new app that will show you your traditional farm silo as defined in the map in the game.
Right.
And it will also, like for Goldcrest Valley or for your map, Serenity Valley, where it has transfer stations.
Right.
It will show you what's in those.
Oh, okay.
So you can get a good one screen to see, because in game, if you have multiple silos, you'll see a combined amount
right.
as storage, but you won't be able to pull that full amount out of the silo. You have to
right.
go to each silo. But with the app, you can now see how much is in each particular silo for each particular product.
Cool.
As well as if you had products stored in one of those transfer stations.
Right.
And they improved. There's an app for fields that will give you all kinds of information for the fields, regardless if you own the field or not.
Oh, heck.
Like it'll tell you the field size, the field price, how many liters of seed for all the various crops you'll need in order to seed the field.
Right.
And they just updated it to tell you how much fertilizer you would need to fertilize that said field.
Right.
Also, so like if we had the tablet on this map, we could whip it up, see how big field 2 is in hectares.
Right.
I am out of fertilizer, that's why. Texture changed. So we would be able to see how much fertilizer we would need to do this field, how much seed we would need, and everything.
Right.
So I just put together a how-to video for that. That's probably going to hit the channel tomorrow. I'm going to upload it tonight. So
Okay.
look for that. Should go ahead and top you off while I'm at it. Ross wants to know if we play with keyboard, joysticks, or wheels.
Wheels.
I've got a wheel. Although I end up playing with keyboard sometimes. This is my favorite of all tractors in the world.
The big claws.
Yes. It's just angry. And
Alright, I got the road train on the way. Finally.
What's the magic keystroke to do the rotation?
Oh. Man, I have to look at the HUD.
Show up. Oh, left control B. It does magic. Very good. So it's going. It's a camera that's like over the cedar. Cedar has another camera that basically on it.
Yeah.
There we go. Now we could just leave it that way. Rockhound. Confused.
Thank you. I am on my way, boss.
Alright.
Taking this big long road train through the narrow
Windy
side
roads.
Yes.
Thank you, Jeffrey, for letting me know I was out of fertilizer. Probably were telling me I was out of fertilizer long before I realized that you were telling me I was out of fertilizer.
All right. Got some seed.
Come.
There I am. I'll hop in and ride out there with me. Where's your tractor at?
Oh, it's down in a ravine.
I'll cut through the field here, boss.
That's fine. We're not striving for realism. Ross says he's got there's a local Mennonite farmer that does custom chopping all over Michigan, and he has 7 or 8 class choppers.
All right, let me hit unload center for the rear trailer. Oh, I need the front trailer, right?
Yeah, we don't need solid fertilizer. We need seed.
All right, should be able to get it there.
I want to go down
You need
here.
me to, I think one of us needs to hop in the tractor to hit R.
Oh, okay.
Not mistaken. Got anything?
Yeah, it's filling.
There it goes.
I'm just rotating your cab around for you.
Don't put me backwards. All right, see if we can get that one.
It just fills by itself.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I had a hard time doing that the other night with when DoughBoy was on with us.
But now we figured it out.
Is it full?
No.
Two more maybe.
You were at 37% when I jumped out. I'll need seed here in a minute.
All right.
Yeah, like I said, realism isn't a important factor in this particular stream. So we use the game extension mod to just heft things around that we need to heft around.
I'm full now. There is a partial on the back of the trailer.
I find what I find funny about the Mennonite story, Ross, is that the Mennonites that live in our area, or my area, they drive horse and buggies. So imagining that a Mennonite would have 8 giant Kloss tractors is a bit of a stretch for me. Because I drive past horse and buggies and Mennonites in very, very conservative clothing. You know, all the lady Mennonites wear dresses that have obviously been homemade. They'll have dresses with little fabric bonnets for their head coverings. Most of the men wear dark clothes, dark suits. So it's obviously a different. There's a different order of Mennonite that is a bit more modern with their use of technology.
All right, I'm back in the tractor plant again. Excuse me. I do have a new version of the K100 coming out. Just to give you an update, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. I might publish this. I'll debut it on my YouTube channel.
Oh. Jeffrey says he has Amish.
Amish. I put the road train back up by the road.
All right.
If you need seed, I can bring it to you. I'm close to it.
I'll probably have enough seed to finish this field out. Fill it. We'll have about a half hour to do some plowing.
All right.
Lives in central Ohio. I am in Virginia. Rockhound is in Mississippi.
Mississippi. Black vehicles around here, but most of these have performance diesel. Nothing like that. TV, no radio. That's how they live. That's weird how these textures are turning out all blotchy.
Yeah, like the fields not taking the fertilizer.
Right.
And it's not like we used an application method that it wouldn't have picked up fertilizer because the field was rough or anything, because we sprayed it all.
Right.
This is the first application that's actually been applied at the ground level.
Right. But the PDA is showing it's all fertilized, right?
No, it's showing splotches of 2 and 3.
Huh.
But I would think if it was because of the field undulating, then there should be areas where we didn't seed also.
Right.
But the cedar flexes well enough that it's conforming to the land.
Right.
Perfect. Yeah, in Maryland, where I come from, We had the Mennonites that drove black vehicles. They weren't allowed to have radios. Didn't have radios in their cars.
Wow.
But we know there were some progressive Mennonites that had radios hidden in their cars, and they used they had the windshields that had the little wire antennas in them.
Ah, yeah.
So outwardly, you wouldn't see the radio mast on the car, but like in the glove box, you would find a wired up car radio.
Cool.
Pretty funny. They
Yeah.
also they also drove like they were driving like a bat out of hell everywhere.
They're always in a hurry to get somewhere.
Hurry to get to church, and then they'd stay there for
Yep.
like 7 hours. All right, so we got a couple more strips, and then we'll be done our seeding
Yeah.
for the night.
I can finish this up.
Want to do
One
that?
down. Yeah, one down and one back up, and it'll be it.
Up. It may have been easier to fill when it was unfolded too, because it's lower to the ground.
True. Didn't think about that. Or you can get a telehandler.
Wondering if the close enough to this truck. Just fill it from the side of the truck.
That'd be nice.
Oh, you didn't unload.
Yeah, I just look. I'm bad about pulling into them and taking off, and they fall all over the place.
There we got a load on the trailer now because it sunk down a little bit.
I'm gonna put this at the pig farm here.
Ross, we usually stream around 9:30. We usually start streaming 9:30 Eastern. Now we don't stream every night, but when we do stream, it's starting around 9:30, and I try to go about 2 hours because I know personally I don't watch somebody's archive if it's longer than an hour, hour and a half. So people that do like 4 and 5 hour streams, if somebody's gonna sit and watch a 5 hour archive, that's cool with them. But I'm not gonna watch a 5 hour archive, that's for sure.
Where are our plows at?
Jumping back. Ha ha ha, that's so fun. So I had seed boxes that were disappearing on me.
Ah,
You know where they're going?
underneath the cedar.
No, they're going on the B trailer.
Oh,
Dang it.
are the plows down at field 23, 32? Looking like.
One plow's down by field 21. That's where the other one is too. Both down by field 21.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna unfold it and lower it.
Well, this.
Now it fills. It's filling. Somewhere. I think it's easier to fill when it's lowered.
Yeah, I agree with you. That was real easy tonight and night before last, or whenever.
Because I was having a hard
really
time filling it when it was folded.
Yeah.
All right, Ross. So if you, not that I'm looking for subs, but if you sub, I do try to always schedule the stream at least a couple hours before the stream actually happens. So you should hopefully get a notice that I have scheduled a stream. On Saturday, tomorrow night, we will be streaming on the West Coast. We'll be streaming over at the Three Dudes gaming multiplayer server. If Rockhound will be there, but there will probably be some other folks, some Three Dudes members over there that will be on the stream. And I don't really have a stream schedule at this point. Other streams. Might try to make a regular stream on Wednesday night, but like I said, I don't want to guarantee that. Strap these down before Rockhound drives off and
dumps them all over the road.
leaves seed boxes everywhere.
Where did you want to start plowing? Field 20 what?
One of those two big fields right there.
32? It's a big one.
Sure. The cloth with a plow on it.
Right here at field 32.
32's been plowed.
Yes, it has.
Field 23.
Field 23.
23 and 24.
Gotcha.
Hey Ed, how you doing? I'm in 23.
Alright, I'm on my way.
Oh no, Ed's lost power for a little bit.
Bummer.
You can grab my GPS while you're there.
Picture 2. Got it.
So Ed, are you gonna be on the 3 Dude server tomorrow? I figure on streaming tomorrow night. Over 3 dudes, they'll make 3 Saturdays in a row.
Yeah. I'm off tomorrow. I might be able to get up there. Got some work to do on some mods.
Well, I don't feel that you gotta be on.
No, I'm thinking about it. I'm get tired of looking at the mods and the map, so I'll probably take a break from that for a little bit and come join y'all.
Fly out to the west coast of England.
Yeah, there you go.
So over there, Ed is Silver Dragon.
Okay.
These guys that go by different names on different sites really confusing.
I agree. You're talking to somebody like you just met them, and it's like, oh, it's me. Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Off there in the distance, that's the cow farm. It's got those blue harvester silos. One of the little farms is directly in front of us.
Excuse me.
Skip a row. Ed loves the new truck.
Oh, cool.
Rockhound is the one to thank for that. Let's see if we can give a high five on this pass. I think these don't clip on the edges.
Nope. I'll swerve in next time. Give you a high five.
We're back to plowing.
Back to plowing.
Kind of waiting for the ground to warm up before we can start dumping major seed in the ground.
Yep, we gotta get some corn going here soon.
Hey, Tractor Pull, how are you doing?
Hey, Tractor Pull, how you doing?
There for a minute I thought he was suggesting that we do a tractor pull. And I'm like, wait, that's your name. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Want to cut in front of you?
Alright, I'll go ahead and stop. You can get on by. Catch that little bit, and then I need to turn around here by this ditch.
This is a big ditch right here. You don't want to get stuck down in it.
Oh. That's true. That's why I started tweaking them to make them work, to make them look good.
What's that? Oh, decent trucks.
Ed.
Yeah.
What Ed said now.
Yeah, there's lots of
trucks.
trucks.
Looking for trucks. Yeah, I got tired, and I finally just decided to take a stab at fixing them.
Lots of trucks that are like super clean. Almost to the point of being, you know, too clean. Don't get dirty.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if yours is gonna get dirty or not. I think still working on that washable effect.
You know how to get dirt on it?
Yeah, well, I know how to get the dirt on it, but I just don't know how to right to make it look correct. Not that easy.
I'm going to take a long trip around the field.
Alright, do a headland for us.
Yeah.
I'll get come up.
This might take the rest of the stream, given this how big this field is.
Doing the headland?
Yeah. I mean, gosh, this is like a 30-hectare field.
Yeah, I'll come around and do one side of yours.
This field is going to be a massive cornfield.
Awesome. 3 layers of fertilizer. We got to get a good yield on it. Kicked up the fan on my CPU and my frame rate seemed to stabilize.
Oh, you're... Shouldn't be too bad. I'm 60 right now.
I'm between 57 and 70. I haven't peaked out lately. Wow, this is a huge field.
Told you.
Down to half a tank of fuel, a little less than half a tank of fuel.
This tractor hasn't been used since I filled it up. What do you got on? I got 7 hours on this one. What do you got on that one?
5.
5?
5. I've been driving the cloths around a lot, dude.
No, but you should have more than 5 hours on it. I said I got
What it
7
says.
on this one.
What it says. I don't think we bought it right off the bat though. I think we played a day or two without it. Started out plowing. Remember we had the 2 cloths on the plows?
Yeah, but in single player mode, I was doing 3. I had 3 all along, I thought.
Oh. I don't know. It says 5 hours on the clock down here.
And you took your toolbox in there and you were messing with the hour counter.
I had to open the door to let some air in. It's getting a little warm in the cab.
I rolled out. Yeah, the roads on this map are pretty good. On the other side, they wind up into the out of the valley into the flatlands. There you are. Look, that's one side of the field.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Now, at least this edge of the field's nice and straight.
Cool.
Looks nice and straight. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks like it curves
Well,
in.
with the hill, yeah, with all the hills and everything on it, it could throw you off. Optical illusion.
Rob's pulling the second trailer out of a ditch on this map.
Oh no. Oops.
Just today.
What trailer are you using?
Stock agroliners. I think the biggest issue with the sleeper cabs is that those are just the models that are out there. Without either buying a buying a model from a site or building a model from scratch. Seems like.
Well, there's some nice day cabs out there too.
Oh. Spectre speculates it's because the farmer gets kicked out of the bedroom and he needs some place to sleep, so he has a sleeper cab.
Yep. You know, when you're way out in the middle of a big giant field like this, it's nice to have a sleeper cab. You can take a quick nap for lunch break. You know, you can jump out in the cab in the sleeper and crank up the motor and get the AC running, and or the heat, depending on the weather. Take you a nap, grab you some lunch, and then get back out on the tractor. You don't have to go all the way back to the farm.
Instead of locking GPS, we're on a long straight. See forever on this map. Nice clear sky.
Yep.
That probably affects view distance a little bit. The long view or clip distance or whatever you call it.
Yep.
On all of these things.
Yep. It's such a big map. Sky texture and everything is huge.
They're finally
almost. And I was just gonna say it's probably gonna take another episode to get this one field plowed. That's we can get a third plow out here to follow behind us.
Well, we got the third class. We can follow me.
Yeah.
Or get somebody else that's free. DoughBoy was tied up tonight.
Yeah.
Doing some family stuff. Almost made it our full way around the field.
Almost.
Once we get done this full, pass around the field, the field's just going to start getting smaller now.
Oh yeah.
Now we've wrapped it. Now it's just the only one thing you can do is it shrink.
That upper leg is done.
We still need to seed probably 40, 45, 48 fields. We haven't really put a lot of seed in the ground. Because I didn't really want to put a whole ton of wheat and barley and stuff in. I want most of this fields to be corn and soybean. But we could put some more grain cereals in at some point. Once I get around here, I'll pull up the map again and show you what fields are seeded. On this map, you do own all the fields from the start. I did not buy them all. They came that way. This map is still technically in beta development, but it is released. It's like an open beta. Tractor says, do farm in real life? I do not. I used to.
Nope. I work on RVs.
I used to work on our family farm growing up as a kid. In middle school and high school and college. It was the absolute last thing I wanted to do. when I stopped doing it. And my mother thinks it's rather comical that I do this for enjoyment now.
Entertainment, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, "What do you mean he plays this farm game? That's the last thing he wanted to do when he was growing up, was be on the farm."
Well,
So let's take a look. So don't look at this. I didn't plant this field. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 fields planted there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 has grass in it. 12 fields that are planted out of 54. That leaves 42 fields left to plant. Look at needs plowing. Still need to plow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still need to plow 18, 23 fields.
yeah.
These fields here, basically fields 20 to 32, have been plowed. They just need fertilized, cultivated, and worked. We're going to basically work to plow fields 23 and 24, and at that point, fields 1 through 32 will be plowed. Kind of continue working around. Like I said, the heart of this map is going to be corn and soybeans. These fields over here by the pig area are basically going to be to support our pig operations. Fields up here are going to be to support our cow operations. So we've got grass, we've got wheat for our straw, and we'll probably put corn in 14, 16, and 17. That crop in there. Put corn in field 3 for sure for our silage.
Right.
And down here, we got to put some grass down here for our sheeps.
Yep.
But we won't need a lot of grass because sheep don't use much. And we're just going to fill the rest of the field, the map in with as much crop as we can. So with that, I'm just going to go ahead and save and call it an evening. Thanks for coming out and joining me, Rockhound.
Hey, anytime, buddy. Be here as much as possible.
Let's go find
Got a lot of work to do here.
Something here. This way.
Yes, it is.
Let me bring it over here.
There it is. Fired up.
Wouldn't be the end of a stream if we didn't
Trash the truck.
if we didn't jump the truck, huh?
There you go. I gotta get to the updated version.
Another update.
Yeah, that one in the KW. I gotta put a jake brake on the KW.
That's fine.
Stretch, oh, please.
Bring it back up. It's a trend for those that have not been at the end of our Upper Mississippi River Valley streams. Rockhound likes to take his pickup and jump it over the ditches.
Flip it around and scratch it and dent it.
You know, this general mayhem.
Yeah.
Like
you know,
this.
You work all day, you got to gotta let out some stress, you know.
Here come. Here come.
Ow. Oh, not bad.
And it's about. I left it over there.
In the ditch?
No, it kind of must not have
Oh,
been
I
a
see it.
very big ditch there. It just kind of drove
I
over
see
it.
it.
I think it caught enough air that it just kind of hopped over it. 'Cause I jumped out right before it hit the ditch, and I wanted to see what it would do.
Gotcha.
So guys, thanks for coming out and watching. Like I said, tomorrow
Oh,
I'll be streaming over at the West Coast on the Three Dudes multimedia server. Anybody that's a Three Dude member is more than welcome to participate in the Three Dudes open multimedia server. It's a great great way to participate and do multiplayer play with other adults. Yeah, these ditches aren't that fun. With other adults that are not there just to mess around and screw you up and stuff. Serious to farm the fields and everything. So we'll be streaming from the West Coast tomorrow.
oh, you missed that one. I did a barrel roll, dude.
I don't even know.
You didn't see that, did you?
I don't even know where.
I'm coming at you across the field.
Whoa!
There it is. Oh, a wheelie. Cool.
So that's what we do. That's how we end the stream with just on the side, just general mayhem.
General mayhem.
So, that was a
There
good
it
one.
goes.
All right, we're gonna quit on that. Thanks for watching, guys.
Y'all have a good night. Take care, everybody. Oh, thanks, Klein.